What's going on, America? I'm the right-winged angel out of a Mac, and in this video, we got to talk about Jimmy Butler. Now, you might ask, why are you talking about Jimmy Butler on this channel? Well, I believe Jimmy Butler has a fascinating story that goes against the mainstream Democrat narrative about white people. All right. Now, some of you may have seen the video where Joe Biden did a commencement speech at Howard University where he told a room full of black people that white supremacy is the biggest threat to our country. Well, in this video that you're about to see, it shows a completely different side of white people that the Democrats and the media do not want you to see. Because when Jimmy Butler was kicked out onto the street by his black mother at 13, a white family took him in and raised him as their own. Let's check this out.
Home life wasn't that simple, mostly because at times there wasn't one. By 13, Jimmy was out on his own, bouncing from couch to couch, until the summer before his senior year in high school, when he met a freshman named Jordan Leslie.
He doesn't open up too much, but I mean, you kind of get the gist of it. And I mean, I was always like, man, you can stay tonight. My mom won't care. And then I'd just be like, oh, just one more night. And it just kind of developed into a week and then a month.
For Jimmy, the transition was both cautious and quiet.
He hid from us. He stayed upstairs and wouldn't come downstairs and send Jordan down to get him food. So I guess he thought if he wasn't seen, no one would know he was there.
I felt like if nobody knew I was there, they couldn't get tired of me.
He never left. A house became a home. Friends became family. And with their love and support, Jimmy started to flourish on and off the court.
It is hard because, you know, people say you just take a child you don't even know. And, you know, and people think different things and say different things. And not to say that someone didn't come to me and say, oh, don't let him in. He's supposedly he's done this. You've got to go with your gut. He's brought more to us than ever we could bring to him.
There it goes. Goodness gracious.
I did pretty good for a long time.
That's them. That's family. That's what that is. And, you know, people say, oh, that's not blood. Well, I feel like family is who you love, you know, who you always want to be around, who's there for you with your holidays, who's there for your first game, for your first start, you know, things like that. And if you were to ask me those questions, they were always there. And I have nothing against anybody else, but I know whenever you ask me my family, you'll get those names, you'll get those people.
As he also keeps.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And like I said, it completely goes against what the Democrats and the mainstream media is trying to say about white people. And, you know, they're trying to pit us against each other. It's all a part of their narrative. Joe Biden, when he said that in that group full of black people, he wants black people to live in fear of white people. That is the bottom line. That is exactly what Democrats want today. They want black people to fear white people. Now, he said white supremacy is the biggest terror threat to our country today. Now, we all know, if you've been paying attention, we all know that he's not really talking about white supremacists. I mean, realistically, how many real white supremacists do we have living amongst us in the United States? The probability that you would run across an actual white supremacist is slim to none. It's the smallest margin that you could ever imagine. Because in reality, when the Democrats are talking about white supremacists, they're really talking about white people who disagree with them. Every white person who's against their liberal agenda is a white supremacist. Even black people who are against their liberal agendas are white supremacists. You've seen it. They call me a white supremacist. They call Larry Elder a white supremacist. They call Brandon Tatum a white supremacist. They call Candace Owens a white supremacist. So it has nothing to do with actual white supremacy. They just want black people to fear anyone who disagrees with them, anyone who opposes their liberal agenda. So in actuality, that is half of the white people in this country, probably more. We have a lot of white people who voted Democrat who probably don't agree with everything that the Democrats are trying to say. I would say that the whole LGBTQ push with this trans stuff they're doing today, the majority of the country is against that. So therefore, the majority of the country is white supremacists in the Democrats' eyes. So I just wanted you guys to see a different side that the liberal media is not willing to show you, because they don't want you to think anything good about white people. They want you to believe that white people are inherently racist and there's nothing that they can do about it. All white people are fighting with racist thoughts inside of them every day. And this family that adopted Jimmy Butler was not doing that. They took this boy in because he was on the street, and they did the right thing. And it ended up being something that positively impacted all of their lives, right? It was a win-win for all of them. His biological mother kicked him out of the house at 13 because she couldn't handle her own child. What kind of BS is that? I don't care what's going on with that child. You make it work. You get him counseling. You get him a father figure, which is probably what he was really lacking. You get him something, mentorship, whatever you have to do to keep your child in line. The reason that you kicked him out the house wasn't for him. It wasn't because of him. It was because of you. Because you couldn't handle your own child. Because you made a decision to have a baby when you shouldn't have done that. Okay? And I'm not talking about she should have gotten an abortion. I'm talking about she shouldn't have had unprotected sex with a man that she knew wasn't going to stick around. And the majority of these women know that man is not going to stick around. But they believe that if they have that kid, they can benefit off the government. They can get welfare, they can get food stamps, they can get all these benefits, Section 8, off this child. When things get hard and that child gets older and becomes hard to handle, then they want to throw in the towel because they've had enough. Nope. You're never supposed to have enough when it comes to your child. You do whatever it takes to make sure that child can change and have a better life. That's your responsibility as a parent. You're not supposed to throw in the towel. And this white family comes along and scoops this boy up and puts this boy in a good situation to where he goes on to play in the NBA. Now this man has an opportunity to win a championship. I don't know if he's ever won one before, but he does definitely have that opportunity now. He's leading his team. And this is all because the kindness and generosity and compassion of a white family. You know, the white family that Joe Biden believes is the biggest terror threat to this country. Go figure. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.